That's Gland Pharma in focus. The market's down about 70 on the Nifty, but there is so much happening otherwise, isn't it? By the way, I was just noticing on CET, which is still limit up. It's traded some 20 lakh shares, a little over 20 lakh shares, and the volumes on it are the highest they've been since February of 2021. So that's, pretty remarkable. The move that we're seeing, all of it in the last hour and a half, backed by pretty strong volumes, more than a year and a half high volumes. Prakash, of course, is still with us. Prakash, any thoughts on some of these names like South Indian Bank, Karur Vysya Bank, which are also making a move today? South Indian Bank, for example, has been up 20% from the morning.
So, Prashant, I think I don't know if you recall, we discussed this sometime back when, the entire PSU bank pack also had started smartening about 2.5, 3 months back. This is something where we started sensing another trigger on optionality in terms of the M&A potential. It's very clear the indications from, a lot of the articulation that the government and the RBI have put out in the public domain tells you that their interest is to have a consolidation phase within the banking space, with some of the bigger banks getting stronger and bigger, and some of the smaller banks which could kind of merge with these larger or growing entities. So we've seen that leadership come back to the SBIs, BOBs, Can banks of the world, and the smaller ones are available for whatever consolidation in whatever shape and form appears. Now, KVB, for Karur Vysya Bank, was very clearly one of those high ROE banks, had turned around, started getting its balance sheet in shape. And from 41 or whereabouts when we spoke about this, it's already doubled, more than doubled. The same thing would happen to some of the other well-run banks. All you need is a clean balance sheet for that eligibility of sorts for the first round of move. The second round will probably involve some repaired balance sheets as well. But the first round will have that. So from that perspective, these smaller banks do offer a huge opportunity, but this is for the patient investors, who have the gumption to hold on and sit tight for some time till those things happen. But I expect a huge, interesting round of consolidation that could get triggered within the banking space, which highlights the potential for these smaller banks.
Okay, Prakash, that's a good way to end the discussion. Thanks a lot for joining us. Have a good evening. That's tier 2 banks, and yes, Karur Vysya Bank clearly has done well, along with so many others. You've seen a big move in Federal Bank, for example, City Union Bank, and even in the PSU space, Bank of Baroda has seen a big move. Pashupati Advani is joining us now. Pashupati, hi, good afternoon. What's happening with banks? First, let's start with that. No